Hey y'all, welcome back to A Moment with Miranda, where we take a few minutes to reflect, reset, and remind ourselves that we are enough. Today, I wanted to talk about something that is very personal. This may be my most personal episode yet, and this topic is the idea of masking. For a very long time, I wasn't living my life authentically. I was trying to be what other people wanted me to be, putting on such a facade that was not me at all. It took me hitting rock bottom for me to realize that I couldn't live like that anymore. So, if you've ever felt like you're living for someone else or wearing a mask to fit in, this episode, it's for you. The moment that made me realize I was masking happened when I couldn't even be honest about what was going on at home. I was living a double life. On the outside, I was trying to impress people who truly didn't matter to me, people who I didn't even feel connected to, who I just thought were people I needed to be involved with. And deep down, I was hiding my truth. I was going home to a life that I wasn't proud of, and it ate away at me every day. I kept all my struggles hidden, feeling like my story was not worth sharing at all. But the truth is, my story was worth sharing. It was worth talking about. 3 years ago, I had no money in my bank account. I had truly lost everything that I had built. And my husband left me. That was my reality. I had two kids who needed me, and suddenly everything became crystal clear. I realized I couldn't keep living behind a mask, trying to meet everyone else's expectations. I had to find myself. And let me tell you, when you've lost yourself, looking for that person that you want to be or who you are is absolutely hard to find. This moment forced me to look at my life and ask, who am I living for? Am I living for myself? Or am I just living for the approval for others? Let me tell you, that was a hard question because the answer wasn't easy to hear. When you hit rock bottom, it strips you away of everything that's unnecessary. I no longer had the luxury of trying to impress people who weren't part of my tribe. I had to focus on what truly mattered, myself and my kids. It was a journey of rebuilding, not just my life, but my sense of self. I had to learn to live for me. And here's the thing, when you start living for yourself, it's liberating. You stop caring about fitting into other people's molds. You stop hiding parts of yourself, especially the weird parts. For so long, I had been pretending, but now I realize that my story, my truth, and my life, they're worth sharing. Even all the little weird quirks. I started to embrace who I really was and stop feeling like I had to be someone else to just gain acceptance from others. You can be yourself and attract so many people that genuinely just love you for who you are. If you're listening to this and you feel like you're wearing a mask, whether it's at work or in your relationship or even like with yourself, that's when it's really hard. Ask yourself this, who am I living for? It's a tough question, but it's one that will lead you to much more fulfilling adventures and a much more fulfilling life. I know it's scary to drop the mask, to be honest. It's really hard. Probably the hardest thing you can ever do. And to be honest about who you are and what you're going through, it's not always an easy story to share. But believe me, the moment you stop hiding, you'll start finding yourself. You'll start living for you, not for anyone else. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this episode, it's that you are enough. You don't need to be anyone other than yourself to be loved, to be accepted, or to be valued. Your story, your truth is enough. Thank you for spending this moment with me. And remember, it's never too late to take off that mask and live your truth. Keep growing, keep discovering who you are, and let go of the need to please others. And as always, remember, you were always enough, babe. Always.